Okay, so as promised, here's the second way of playing, or just off the opposite hand, playing that Swiss Army triplet idea. So if we play the Swiss Army triplet, which I talked about in the first video, and except instead of playing a right hand one, which is this 1, 2, 3, 4, we play a left hand one 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the things are the same, right? Except that you're just playing everything off the opposite hand. So in other words, the double is with your left hand rather than your right. The flam is a left hand flam, so your left hand is the last note to show up. Right hand is the great hand note, and the last triplet in this case is played on the right hand. So this left, left, right, left, left, right. Great rudiment, great sound, can be used for lots of things. So we're going to do the same thing we did last time in that the hand playing the double is always going to move in the same direction. So in this case, it's going to be the left hand is going to be moving from the small tom to the snare. So if we just heard the sound of that, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay? And then in the first example, the right hand's going to be moving between the floor tom on the first note, and on the third note, it's playing the snare drum. So it's sort of playing just a shuffle between the two drums. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's lots of action in this and lots of movement. So let's hear how that sounds together. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And of course, we talked about playing it in different rhythmic grids. Let's play that same idea as it instead of triplets, but as an eighth note. And maybe to add some little bit more fun, we'll play like a bossa bass drum and hi-hat part. Just a. So here we go. 1, 2. Here's the idea. Mention briefly too is whenever you're moving from drum to drum, try to make sure you're heading for the center of whatever instrument you're headed to. You don't want to lunge and try to hit the drum at the last second. You want to try to get yourself in position. Oh, and actually, I was moving the drum the opposite way. It's actually this, isn't it? Actually, I can't remember which one I started with. I'm sorry. But the difference between the two of these is, again, like the first example I did, just where the right hand starts, right? So in the first case, or one of them, the left hand's always doing the same thing. And we either get, oops, sorry. I'm really confused here. Here we go. This. So it could be good practice to move between those two different voices of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I got confused again. Obviously, I need to work on these a little bit more to get them a little more just under my hands, and that's always what you're doing. It's no big deal in the practice room to get a little fouled up. That's part of the process. So you just want to make sure that you're just figuring out all the different ways of doing it. So again, we could do something where we go back and forth in these things in eighth notes. Let's try with the bossa pattern again. 1, 2. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So it's a really fun way of, and just increasing your level of coordination because you're having to move both hands on all these Swiss Army sort of licks. So it's a cool way, and it creates some really fun, interesting sounds with the drums. It's very cool, and as I said before, you don't have to limit to drums. You could start adding the cymbals or whatever. Thanks. Hope this helps, and I hope it's fun for you. Okay, bye.